Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Learn From Us podcast. We are super stoked today. Why is that, Paul?
There's a deal of the week jingle.
We're here with some new gear,
a theme
new
song, if you will.
Andrew, you sound sexy over there.
So Seth kind of came up with the original jingle, so I'm interested to hear what it actually sounds like.
How much work went into this?
Yeah, Seth, how much work?
A lot of work. My wife was complaining as to how much work went into this. All right, guys, we are here with Andrew for Deal of the Week.
I'm back from the Indians game.
He's back from the Indians game, and here we go.
Deal of the week, deal of the week. Andrew brings Paul a deal of the week. And Seth's there too.
All right.
Yeah! That's great.
We're set. We're all set for Deal of the Week. Welcome, everyone, to the Learn From Us podcast.
Who the fuck did that?
Deal of the Week.
Seth, you killed it.
My name is Seth. I'm sweaty because I'm laughing. This is Paul. This is Andrew. We come to you on a bi-weekly basis. And I know what you're thinking
And
when I say bi-weekly.
bi-curious.
I was going to say, when I say bi-weekly, I know where you're going with that. But this is where Andrew brings Paul a deal that we've never seen before, and Paul's never seen. We talk about it, we massage it, and Paul comes up with some numbers. So, Andrew, where are we today?
We're going back to Stow, Ohio.
Oh, lovely Stow.
Here, look at that.
That's-
Look at that.
Lovely Stow, Ohio. Tell me about this property.
You gotta
How many-
look at it.
How many units is it?
Let me pass something out to both of you.
Look at that.
How many units is it?
Here we go. We got 6 units.
Okay.
It's actually a cute little building.
Let me describe this. Our listeners know how good I am at this.
Yeah.
This is a rough.
Most of the people only tune in for this part, and they turn it off right after Seth describes it.
I can't blame them. It's a long building. Okay, it's got like portions of brick with like colonial windows, and then portions of siding surrounding like windows with some shutters. So it's a long. It looks like it's got how many units is it?
6.
6. So it's
Wow,
like
that's a lot of
doors.
insurance for 6 units.
Yeah. And Paul's cutting right to the insurance. Andrew, tell me about this. Tell me more about this property.
Individually metered, so HVAC, central air, plenty of parking in the back. I think 13 units for 6 apartments. They're
Whose handwriting is this?
The owner.
Keep going.
Don't get distracted by
2
Paul's
bedrooms.
stupid questions.
Yeah, 2 bedrooms, 1.5 bathroom, townhome units with basements.
They're all 2 bedrooms.
Yeah.
That's nice. We love 2 bedrooms.
We do love 2 bedrooms.
Yeah, it's a very good, clean, manageable building that, 2 beds, you could put a family in it, you could put one
So
person
the
in
average
an
rent is
office.
$700 a month.
Correct. Right now it's sitting at 7.
Who pays what?
Tenants pay, owner pays water, sewer, tenants pay the rest.
YOLO.
Built in 1920. I
No way.
I'm going to say built in 1968.
Yeah, right there.
Yeah, it's
where it
right
says-
next to year built.
Yeah, when you see your bill.
Oh, sorry. I was looking at this sheet here.
Hey, here's a little-
1920.
Where's the 1920 on
Forget
here?
it. Just forget it.
Oh,
It's just
when you eventually see the sale price, the ask
Oh.
price, that is
Well,
that's the address.
it was the address.
it was built.
That's cute.
It was built in 6 phases between 1920 and 1930.
Can we move on? Andrew J. Striegel, if that's your real name.
That's right. What does the J stand for?
Jerome.
Jihad.
All got it.
Jerome. Saint
Yeah.
Jerome. You look
Yes.
like a saint.
Is there a Saint Jerome?
Yeah, there is.
Tell me
Seth is so religious.
what.
Seth seeing ghosts last night.
We'll have to tell that story. Paul thinks he has a ghost in his house.
No, I used to have a ghost in the house.
Well, and he also thinks the ghost is now gone because he did some stuff. It's a long story. Paul, you got to talk on that mic, not the side of it.
I'm trying to.
Okay,
damn
Andrew,
it.
what are they getting for rent right now for these all 6
already said
units,
that.
2 bedrooms
$700 a unit right now.
in Stow? This sounds normal, no?
Yeah, I think.
Wait a second. What is this maintenance NR?
So remember, you're getting this from an owner. He's full, so therefore there is no maintenance.
So
Folks, Seth got a new toy, if you can't tell.
thank you, Andrew. Maintenance is nothing. That's what it says here, right?
Is that realistic?
I would think not.
That's a good assumption.
A lot of times maintenance is like a lot a year, right?
Yeah, the standard per unit.
$600 a unit per year.
Yeah,
Okay.
600, I think, especially on a 6 unit. You want to err a little bit more.
These
than-
rents do seem low though, but it is Stow.
Right. Now, I have a number that I thought you could get rents. So I'll tell you, they said they think they can get rents to $800 a unit.
Oh, I think you can do better.
Sorry, guys. I want to add a little. See, Tim can't hear this. He has no idea what's going on over here. So keep going. $800.
Yeah, they think 800.
I think we can get higher than that.
also did that. I agree with you.
So here's an example of where we think that sellers are wrong. We think they can get higher than $800 in rent per month, but they have.
They probably think we're just going to go in and paint it and get 800.
Yeah, correct.
We're going to put up some money in and get more.
They have pea-brain mentality.
Okay.
What number do you think, Paul?
$895.
Okay.
What do you think? $850?
$935.
Oh wow.
So we're going up from 7 something to 935.
Remember, look at the property that we're refinancing right now.
Uh-huh.
Where's that located and how much are we getting?
Uh-huh. It's in Columbus.
And we're getting 865. I know it's a different market. It's tough to compare. It's so far away from each other, but
Yeah.
we're in the surrounding area of where this building's located is much better than where the surrounding area of our building is. So that's why I got to think you can get in the low nines.
Low 9s. Paul, I don't think you like this property just looking at it.
I actually do like it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Tell me why.
Curveball.
I think so. I'm gonna go on the conservative number 895. It is still Stow, Andrew.
Hey,
That
Paul.
8.
Paul, do me a favor.
Yeah.
Have you seen Stow
I
in
don't mean
July?
it.
It's stunning.
No, I don't mean it like that. It's like Akron versus Cleveland. You're gonna get lower rents in Akron than Cleveland. Has nothing to do with the people or anything like that. We went to high school in Stow. Was it
I
Cuyahoga
know.
Falls?
That's like
Pretty much the
tying
same thing.
It is the same thing, but the bottom line is we went to high school in that area and I loved it. But so I'm gonna assume $895 in rent, $895 times 6 times 12 times 90%. So I'm gonna assume 10% vacancy. We're at $58,000 in collections. I'm gonna subtract out $4,750 per unit expenses. He currently has $2,800 per unit expenses, but this is what we call lies.
Where is it? Okay.
What do you think? Am I right? $4,750 is probably a little higher than what you went, because it's.
You're right. It is a little higher, and I'll tell you exactly what I did.
Let's see what you did.
So there's some things for everyone on the camera. We've got some numbers here that he provided. He's got real estate taxes, electric, insurance, water, sewer, trash, landscaping, and maintenance with no number. But things that he didn't include CapEx. He didn't include an actual number for maintenance repair. There's no management, leasing, snow, and landscaping. And on one of the podcasts before, Paul and I were in a big debate on these small buildings of whether we put management and leasing in because it's a cost that a large property would have. But on a 6-unit, this is something that someone could manage themselves, correct? Mm-hmm. So are you going to ding it with a management fee? And
Yes.
So
This guy's trying to sell a 6-unit, and this is the info he gave us. It's like a little.
Seth, this is what I tell people when I say,
Good
oh,
Lord.
this person's a landlord. They're sophisticated.
Yes.
This is sophistication.
They must know what they're doing.
They have no maintenance repair. So you're telling me in the whole year, nobody calls you from these units and says,
My toilet broke. My sink broke. The
Anything.
refrigerator's not working.
all right, I got numbers.
so if I throw this on Paul,
yeah.
I'm at $4,100 a door, not including these management and leasing. If I put them on, I'm at $5,000 a door.
So I did $4,750.
Yeah, I went with a split the middle, call it $4,500.
Is
Okay.
this a 7 cap, Andrew?
We're not far apart.
I did 7.5 cap.
Okay, I still don't know what that means, but we're working on it. I just wanted to sound smart there for a
First
moment.
off, do you have the laugh track and do you have the crickets track?
I think I have. Oh, let's see. Oh, there's one.
That works.
And,
That works.
When Andrew cracks a joke, we'll just go straight to it. Yeah, so.
Oh, he's going to get salty again. Remember when he
here
got salty
comes.
that time?
Here he comes.
Seth only thought you quit the podcast.
Seth,
Yes.
I can shut down in 5 seconds.
I just saw that. So, Paul, give me your numbers in your mind.
All right. If you're okay being this thing for what it's worth, $45 a door, you pay for it.
Okay.
Okay? That's $270,000. If you want a little margin, just take whatever you want off there. Whatever you want to give yourself for doing the work. So, and I assume $15,000 per unit in rehab costs, which is probably high.
I did 13.5.
Okay, I was thinking 12 or 12.5.
But one of the things to consider here is we've got,
Tim looks bored.
if you throw roofs on it, how much is a new roof
A lot.
for this thing? 20 grand?
Yeah.
If it needs a new roof, that's
Can we just,
$3,300 a door right there. That would on top of my 13,000.
yeah, can we just like call an insurance company and be like, hey, there's hail damage or
Do you know a good restoration
soon?
company?
too soon?
We'll have a podcast later about a
Too soon.
certain insurance company that I was going to be formerly with. And,
Erie Insurance, I have no problem throwing them under the bus. They're
okay.
assholes.
I got
Beep,
a whole story with the Erie Insurance.
All right, so
And-
I still say 270 if you want to pay what it's worth and beat it for what it's worth. And I say they're probably asking,
$425
I was going to say 399.
actual retail price, Andrew.
435,000.
No!
Seth is the winner.
Wow, look at me go.
Get the applause.
Applause. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
All right, there
Nice
I
job,
go.
Seth.
Wow, that was wonderful.
Well, that's too much money.
This is
I fell out of love very quickly.
Right.
By the way,
so-
I do think this is funny. Remember the last one I sat there and said, I don't think it's worth as much, and Paul said it's worth more. I think this one you can actually go a little bit more. I like Stow a lot more than the location of the Cleveland one or wherever we were talking about before. So this one I'd be willing to push, and I think you'd be able to sell it at 6.5 cap in Stow.
6.5 cap.
Yeah.
Well, suck me sideways and call me Betty.
So this is definitely a no deal for Paul.
This is a no deal. This is absolutely no deal.
Why is that? I mean, who's gonna sell this at 425 and make money on it, Paul? Who's gonna buy this? Is what I mean to say.
I'm somebody who's a sucker, I guess. I mean, so listen, like Andrew said, it's somebody who's going to manage it themselves and they're okay with it and everything like that. They get still. I don't see how you get to 435.
Well,
Right, even taking your other expenses back in, you can add $60,000, $70,000 in there. I mean, you're at 325 to 350 on the high side. And that's with you having no, like, not paying yourself for any time.
well, go the other way, Paul. If you sit there and I don't know the exacts. What do you think the real estate tax percentages, property tax in Stow?
2.5%.
I was going to call it 3.
Okay.
So if this is
I think
400,
isn't Hudson 3? And they're one of the high ones.
I really think it's about 3.
Tim is very bored, I feel.
Well, this is really captivating. You guys talking about income tax.
It's not income tax, though.
Or, I'm sorry.
Seth, this actually relates to the deal.
Yeah, it actually
sorry about
matters.
that.
Thank
Seth,
you very much, Seth.
tell me what the real estate tax on this deal are.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Seth, do you even know what a real estate tax is?
$7,300, and they're going to go up to 12,000, and someone's going to get murdered with that.
Yeah. Murder. Murder was a case that they gave me. Remember when Snoop Dogg was accused of murder and acquitted?
What year was this?
Come on, like 95, 94, and he was like, when they acquitted him, he was like praying, like he was like so happy. We always forget that these people get accused. So then we think about OJ. Anyways, I keep going. I derailed. Let's go. The bottom line is it's not worth 435 in my opinion. Andrew, what do you think?
Not worth 435, but I can get to a number that starts with a 3.
Well, so can I. I just
Yeah.
did.
Well, you were in the 2s.
I was, but I can just tell you, like, by the way, I also took out seller costs in there. So I actually got the 300 and then took out 30 for seller costs. However, if you want to do it and take out management fees and leasing commissions yourself, yeah, you can get you to 325, 350.
Yeah.
What number did you get to?
If you use the 13.5 and all that kind of stuff, 365 gets me a 20% IRR.
Really?
Yeah.
According to our real estate calculator?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you think this can sell 365? But that's, again, assuming somebody does all the work themselves and they do not
There's
charge
a lot of
themselves for that
assumptions
work.
in there.
People, this is not something that Andrew and I could buy for 365 because we have Tim to pay, leasing people to pay, all these people to pay. We could not pay 365 for it. My 270 number, we could pay, but we'd be into it for pretty much what it's worth. We'd be
If
like,
I lived
okay,
nearby and leased it on my Saturday, cut the grass for fun, sure. I can make money.
but you're paying yourself that $10 an hour or whatever it is.
And then you got 6 people paying down principal for you. And
Yeah, that's pretty much it. If you want to live in one of the units, maybe. It's not a bad idea. Dun, 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 dun.
Interesting.
What are you thinking, Seth? I feel
Oh,
like
it's just
you're,
that those two numbers are so far off. 435 and what Paul wanted to pay 275. That's
270, I said.
270.
But again, I assumed that there were some assumptions made in there. Again, to Andrew's point, if you want to do all the work yourself and never bill out any charge or anything like that, yeah, you could pay 325, 350.
like I said, 365, I'm 20%. You're going to have someone who's going to be all about this thing at 15%.
But they're not paying themselves for their time. That's the thing that sucks. So
Right.
you're sitting there saying, like, yeah, I'm getting 20% return, but I'm not making any money for the time I spend it. So if you spend 5 hours, 10 hours a week on it, and you have 10 of these properties, what are you going to do?
You have someone who's, let's say they're in the stock market or something like that, they're getting their 7-8%.
Net of fees, yeah, maybe.
Would they be pretty happy to
Get
theoretically get 15?
Well, but then again, you're in the stock market, you're not doing any work. Here, you're doing work. I get your point. Your point's 100% taken. It is valid. I'm just sitting there saying, I would tell somebody, if you don't want to pay yourself for your time, pay 350, 365, and you're good. And they might be like, yeah, okay. And they're retired and they want to work 40 hours a week still and have 5 of these things, 6 of these things, more power to them. By the way, you probably wouldn't spend 5 or 10 hours a week on this place. You'd probably spend 2.
It would come in clumps.
Yeah, it'd be like 10 hours in 1 week and then 0 for 2 weeks and all that stuff.
Okay.
Either way, it's not a great deal. It's not an awful deal. It's kind of in between. It's not
I like the building. I like the location.
Building is nice looking.
It's just a little pricey. That's all.
Where's the location? Ritchie Road. Where's Ritchie Road?
Just south of Hudson, not
Ritchie
too far off 91.
woman. Buildings on Route 91. Ooh, Route 91, which means you
We're
have to
just going to pencil this right where it is, huh?
you don't have to.
We normally don't do that, Paul.
Awkward. Sec. Give me the crickets.
Yeah,
Give me the.
Oh, yeah, here. Yeah. Yeah, you gotta. What's this one? Oh, there you go, Paul.
It's all of them. Hit them all.
There you go, Paul.
Wrap us up. Give me deal of the week. Heading out.
Thanks for joining us. If you want to look up this property, Paul
Andrew
just gave it all away.
Andrew has 3 minutes to go.
Thank you all for joining us for Deal of the Week. We will be back with more podcasts.
Well, who's the idiot broker? Oh, it says Andrew Striegel. I won't do that one.
Thank you, Paul, for your insight. Andrew, as always, for leading the way. Have fun at the Indians game tonight.
Thank you.
By the way, there is an Indians at 6:10
I
tonight.
actually had tickets to it.
Deal of the Week.
Deal of the week, deal of the week. Andrew brings Paul a deal of the week. And Seth's there too.
Bye, everybody.
I
Thanks.
snorted.
Love it.